So you guys have heard the song, Eric Church, something along the lines of, I learned this from a 3-year-old. Well, our son turns 3 on Thursday, on August 5th. So when you guys think about it on Thursday, give Cash Edwin just a little bit of birthday, but love. So check this out. Last year, as a family, we bought a boat at the end of boating season, naturally. So in May, we took him fishing for the first time. Now, this is like a fatherly moment, right? Like, this is just a badge of honor. This is one of those things that you just want to experience with your son. Well, what I didn't realize was and he's got like the 3-foot Lightning McQueen fishing pole. Like, it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. He'd throw it in there, or Daddy would throw it in there, and they'd immediately just start reeling it in. You're like, well, we're never, ever, ever going to catch a fish if we just, as soon as it hits the water, he reels it in, and we're not using a lure or any worms or anything like that, right? Like bass fishing or anything. Then we come to find out that we're like fishing for the wrong species. So fast forward to this past weekend, and we're out at Hayden Lake in northern Idaho, and at some family friend's cabin. And what's he do? Casts it, reels it in. So knowing that this is what he was going to do, I brought an extra fishing pole. Okay. So in the event that, like, I wanted to hook a fish for my son, I wanted him to experience reeling it in. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the first fish he's ever going to catch is going to be this weekend. And so he casts it in, and his little fishing pole is just sitting there. Well, then he goes over to the other one, the adult size fishing pole, and he starts reeling it in. And I'm like, okay, we're never going to catch a fish. Like, we're using bait, right? And so he's just reeling it in, and he drops it, reels it in, drops it. Well, he starts reeling it in, and I look at the tip of the pole, and I go, I'm like, oh my. So I take it from him just real quick, and I hand it right back. I said, buddy, reel it in. And he reels it in, and Mom gets this whole thing on video. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. Like, hello, fishy, this is my fishy. Like, he's touching it, he's trying to kiss it, do all the things. And I thought to myself, I'm like, well, how in the hell did he just catch a fish when he just would drop it in the water and just keep reeling it in? Drop it in the water, keep reeling it in. Well, it dawns on me, he's doing it every single time. He's doing it 1,000 times. And I'm like, this is a lesson in real estate if I've ever heard of one, right? This is that thing that everybody says that will never work, or I've tried that once and it didn't work. He just kept doing it over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where it just, through probability, that he landed a fish, right? He just did it so many times that he landed that fish. You guys as agents need to do it so many times that you land that buyer client, or that you land that listing, right? So this is the moment I have, this is what I learned from a 3-year-old, my 3-year-old, right? Is that you just have to do it all the time. Just stay consistent in your cadence, stay consistent in what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Because in my head, what did I say? That will never work. How many colleagues do we have, unfortunately, or that we've worked with in the past that said, you know what, you can door knock. I guarantee it doesn't work. I guarantee sending out postcards never works. I guarantee circle prospecting will not work. Well, it does work when you do it consistently, when you just block out the noise. Cash doesn't understand that the whole point is to have the bait sitting maybe 18 inches off the bottom floor of the water. He didn't care. He just kept reeling it in, reeling it in, reeling it in, and boom, he caught a fish. Who would have thought? He would have thought. So I'm telling you, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to yourself 9 times out of 10, because the reality is, when you just say, you know what, this is tough, this is a struggle, but I'm just going to continue to do it day in and day out, and great things will happen for you guys. So I had to share that story. I thought it was absolutely perfect. I told Kelsey, she asked me every Sunday, she goes, what are you going to talk about Mindset Monday? I said, are you kidding me? The fish. And she goes, I can't wait to hear it. So that's my story, guys.